Um, Salam and peace be upon all of you twin flames out there. To all of you who observe Ramadan, may your Ramadan be easy and blessed. And let me jump right away to a topic. Um, Today, I want to talk to you about what to expect when your reunion happens and why is that important for you right now if you're still in separation. Um, I will share experiences with my manifested twin, and I refer to my manifested twin um, to a person who is my manifested twin. If you watch my previous videos, you will realize and understand how my journey was going on and what was happening. And so from now on, and in this video, I'm going to use terminology of organic twin, which is my actual twin flame, my organic twin that started the whole journey for me. And then manifested twin is vibrational match of all the work and all the efforts that we put into our journey to develop high vibrational energy field within our own selves. And then the exact vibrational match which holds the essence of our organic twin downloads into a person somewhere, and that person becomes and is your manifested twin. That person is, in other words, embodiment everything and all that twin flame is, that your twin flame journey contains everything. It's the body, it's the spirit, it's the mind of your twin, all in one, one for all. So once your twin manifests and comes to you and becomes united with you, and finally your reunion happens, you will realize all the wait time, all the suffering you went through wasn't really suffering. Yeah, it was. The waiting is never easy, but if you spend that waiting time working on yourself, which is actually only option you have in your twin flame journey, if you are really serious about setting the goal on reunion, then you don't waste time sitting and moping about waiting for your twin, but actually you have to do everything possible on yourself. Again, I repeat that. People sometimes think I have to do everything possible to reach out to my twin. I have to do everything possible to like make my twin um, understand that we are meant to be together, and then we push them further away by probably trying to contact them in some way or through some other people or by social media, and then we feel worse after their response is denial or this and that, and we don't see them awaken and all that. So anyways, in that process of waiting, it's never easy, but work on yourself and focus on building your light body, your energy, your connection with the rest of the world. When you apply that, most importantly, when you apply that unconditional love that you feel for your twin, when you start applying it to everything and anything around yourself and yourself, including yourself, unconditionally love everything around yourself and yourself, then that unconditional love will hit you back. It will come back to you, not only from people, not only that it will be that spreader of love. You will be spreading love everywhere. You will be seeding love. You will be um, you will be the also the you will become a harvester of love. It will come to you in a form of your manifested twin, in the form of your reunion. Once the reunion happens, and now I'm talking about that from my current experiences, um, Masha Allah, I will say, which means when manifestation happens. In Islam, we call it Masha Allah. We say Masha Allah. It's exclamation of that. That means that God's will has been fulfilled. and that we are grateful for it. It's a form of attitude of gratitude to show, when you say mashallah. I explained that in one of my first videos, what mashallah means. Anyway, so I say mashallah, and at this time in my journey, I am experiencing this amazing connection with my manifested twin. And I have to share, like right now, tonight we talked, and I said my phone is not charged. I have to go downstairs, get my charger. And I said, oh, it's only 12%. You see, I have to go really right now. And he said, oh, mine is 12% as well. We started laughing together. Like synchronicities, the reunion are amazing. Like things that are happening at the same time. Like if he's on the other side of the planet and it's raining right now in his country, then he will just say, really, he'll just say, oh, I would say, and I did. I said, it's hot here. I wish it was raining over here. 5 minutes later, the rain starts falling in front of my house. I feel, cold, and he says it's hot over here. The temperatures are up, and then I start feeling hot as well, even though I'm in the room that is cold. I start feeling what he's feeling, and vice versa. Um, when it comes to feeling each other, it's emotional connection. We feel everything emotionally. It's mental connection, total telepathy. We can see things in each other's room. I another night I experienced, like, I closed my eyes and we were talking to each other. He closed his eyes and we talked. As we talked, I was overwhelmed by this orange color. I was seeing orange in front of my eyes, and I told him on the phone. I said, uh, "What's with this orange thing? I see orange color all around." And he said, oh, he started laughing, and his form of approval and his amazement, to show his amazement with this whole reunion. He just laughed so beautifully and so happily, like a child. He said, wow, how did you know that I'm wearing an orange shirt? I had just pulled it over my head and over my shoulders, and I was just taking it off. So it must have been really orange in front of his eyes as he was taking his shirt off. Um, and I saw that the moment it happened, and everything that is essential way that happens within astral projection, all the astral projections that I felt in the past before I reunited, all the telepathy that I felt with sacral chakra guy, everything was real. With sacral chakra guy, I had that pull in the sacral area, most on the left side of the belly button, on the left corner of the belly button. It was such a strong pull. All the time we had connection, and we have been seeing each other. It was there, and I would go home and I would try to stay away from this connection, but he would pull me back, and I would feel such a strong pull inside, such a strong feeling. It was very physical, almost like a pain inside the left side of the belly button. And I knew I never was concerned about my health or anything, which many people do. They go to get checked by the doctor. What's this? No, those are symptoms of twin flame journey. But anyways, if you want to go be checked by doctor, that's up to you. But I really think you should realize it's telepathy with either your twin or someone who's channeling your twin for the sake of twin flame journey, for the sake of God reuniting you with your twin. So I would feel such a strong pull by a sacral chakra guy, and how come I'm not feeling that anymore? Because that chapter is finalized, and it was finalized in a very beautiful way when he actually told me, he announced my reunion, and he was still channeling my twin, of course. And after that, that pull has stopped. Because even who I understood that was and felt that, even though it felt like a physical, almost like a pain, I knew it was created by energy, by telepathy, and it was hitting the sacral area, because telepathy is not limited only to mental and to your third eye chakra, but it can be in any of your chakras. Telepathy can be, you can feel the heart chakra, you can feel trembling. People go get checked their hearts. Uh, you can feel it in your root chakra. It can be very sensual, and it can scare some people really. Especially if you're religious, you might think you're being possessed by a demon or something. But that's simply astral projection of your twin connecting with you on your on your root chakra. You know, so any chakra can be uh, used as telepathy to connect with your twin, or vice versa. Usually, they're calling out on you. If you're feminine, they're masculine. Um, so, anyways, even I thought sometimes, like, oh my, especially by the end, it was becoming, because the connection was being intense on the last days. We saw each other more often than usual, but that was for the purpose of closure. And so I felt so much pulled by him in my sacral chakra that I was starting to get concerned, like, what if really there is something in that part of my body that's like, you know, maybe I'm having some kind of, um, you know, I don't know. Just I was trying to think maybe it is a health issue. But as soon as that connection was closure happened, and not only closure, but a transmission of energy into my manifested twin, which is done by the sacral chakra guy through him. And he said about everything was open, out in the open. He said those things to me. He said I was going to meet my manifested twin in a week after we separated. Um, so as soon as we made the closure, the pulling stopped. He has not been calling on me since then. I don't feel anything in that area of my body. So completely normal. So that's a empirical proof that it was a pull by sacral chakra guy. I'm 110% sure about that now. When I was sharing it with you guys, I was 100% sure. Now I'm 110% sure. Anyways, nowadays, with the manifested twin and in this beautiful reunion experience, we're still not, mind this, we are down in PD, but not location wise. We're not in the same location yet. It's still yet to happen. Inshallah, yashallah. But we are communicating over the phone, and we share what we feel, how we see each other, how we feel each other. And it's amazing how much telepathy is now manifested through, first of all, mental telepathy. We can see each other thoughts. Um, Spiritual telepathy, we can feel what others is feeling. And then sensual telepathy, we can feel actually our energetic body, and we can astrally project into each other's rooms. I know it sounds high SF and incredible and crazy, but you will see for yourself when you're in your reunion. It's completely normal. Especially, I think that's the reason that we are still in location wise in separation, because if we were in the same room, would we really realize, if there was a physical contact, would we really realize um, that energies between us creating this feeling of contact, of physical contact that is so strong that it's real, that it's very real. Because if we had physical contact, then we would maybe think that's what it was. But now, being on different locations and feeling as if we are actually feeling each other in a physical way, is a proof that this energetic bodies of us are really real thing. And then they can travel, and they can visit each other, they can touch each other, they can feel. Okay, I will be very honest now, and maybe The whole thing is it's peculiar to you, but you're curious. So let me give you a direct example. For example, when it comes to sensual feeling of connection, when we fall into, we cannot always call on it. We are sometimes in a we are in ability to do it. Sometimes you're not. I guess it depends again on divine energies. We don't force it, and when it happens, it's extremely strong. So let's say we're talking on the phone, and I will suddenly feel him coming astrally above me, very strong physical feeling, although he's on the other side of the planet. Then I would say, "Did you just come to me?" And he would say, "Yes, I just did that. I feel you. I can feel you now." And then it starts moving. The energy starts moving inside our body, which feels like inside the light body, inside of energetic body, inside the chakras. So I would test this telepathy thing by whatever I was feeling, right? I would say, let's. It's kind of like playing a game to find out if this is real or is it our imagination. Of course, it's not imagination. No imagination would run this wild. But anyways, let's give you example how I checked that. I would tell him, I would feel, let's say, that he is projecting, astrally projecting that he's touching my arm, for example. And then I would feel that he's touching my arm, and then I would ask him, what part of my body are you feeling like right now that you're touching or that you're caressing, He would say, arm, I'm touching your arm. And then I would say, now what? I would feel him on my neck, and then he would say, I'm touching your neck, and so on and so on. So it's really no coincidence. It's not imagination. This thing is real. And one other thing that I want to say to you, when it comes to communication, which is throat chakra, when it comes to mental connection, which is third eye chakra, when you come to reunion, you will see that why is it what was worth, if nothing else, it was worth waiting for, because your twin, your manifested twin, will already be so awakened that there will be no need to discuss this thing. No need. I've for this whole time of the reunion now, since when it happened, I don't know now. I stopped counting the time. Completely kind of stops. You lose a sense of time. It happens so fast. Anyways, I guess you guys know better because you're watching the videos, and I do thank you for that. Um, when the reunion happens, and since it happened to me, I've not once mentioned to my twin, to my manifested twin flame, that the term twin flame. I haven't mentioned to him, although he used. Let me give you samples of the sentences he would say to me. He said, "We are one heart, but inside two bodies." That's what he said. I'm sure he never heard of twin flames, being with his background and all. But absolutely, when we talk and communicate, we use terminology that is not officially twin flame terminology, but it's the same thing. He said the other day that I am his breath, that he feels that we share the same breath, uh, and there's light between us, and so on and so on. But anyways, the twin is so awakened in all aspects that you want him to be awakened at, from mental to spiritual to sensual, in all aspects of in all kinds of connections with you. He's connected with you. There's no need to discuss anymore. It's like, is this real? There's no need to explain to that person who is your manifested twin. You will not need to explain to them anything. It's so given that amazes me even now how much open he is to this whole connection, without actually doing any homework on twin flames, because I studied this all these years and I paid attention to twin flame channels and I read about it like most of you did, and you do. But your awakened manifested twin will not have to be necessarily introduced to terminology or the aspect, but they will absolutely grasp it and understand it by their heart and their soul. The organic, in a very organic way, they understand, if not even better than you, because sometimes, I'm not saying anything that is bad to watch videos and all that. Sometimes we are on a journey. The first awakened twin, usually divine, usually feminine, or what we call ourselves chasers, right? For one part of the journey, we are chasers. Then, maybe sometimes we confuse ourselves, or overwhelm ourselves with too many information, videos, mix up things, because there are some people out there who are totally fake, totally not twin flames. They're totally something else, and I don't want to get into that, but they can really confuse people and get them off the track. And sometimes is you have to watch videos keep you going. I did it many times when I didn't. I almost gave up, and then a video would resonate with me so much. Then sometimes you have to shut everything off for a week or two and just listen to your own intuition, and then go back to videos, because there will be someone out there who has something message for you. But I'm saying that sometimes you can get too much overload of information or whatnot. But your twin, your awakened twin, without any information, if they never had none about the whole twin flame deal, they will so much be open to the concept of twin flame that you will not believe it. Everything is going to be perfect. You will not have to explain anything to them. Absolutely. They will just follow your lead in everything, and they will also lead you in everything, and you will completely fill in on each other, like on everywhere you have a crack, they will fill it up. Everywhere they have a crack, you will fill it up. You will completely complement each other perfectly in any aspect, spiritual, mental, physical, everything will click. Everything will match, perfect match. You will match finally like a piece of puzzle that fits in. And you will not have to explain to them anything. And then universe will continue doing miracles and synchronicities and amazing connection with your twin. That will be, you will understand, it will be worth waiting for, because imagine a perfect, okay, what this is reunion, what reunion brings you is, that's what I wanted to say this whole time, is perfect relationship that you now don't have to work on. I'm serious. You can, I mean, you will still have life issues like 3D things that will be stuff that will be between your twin that will try to um, keep you in separation stuff. You too will have such a connection that no words will be able to describe. And that connection is something that no number of years of work together, people that who are in a relationship could achieve that. So that's why this twin flame separation is important, because in the separation is when this building of the relationship happens. So once you really, now I understand why someone told me you cannot be with your twin until you're ready and you don't bring any luggage, emotional luggage, baggage, whatever the word is, into your relationship. Really, it's so light and easy going relationship, easy going connection, so powerful, so strong, unbreakable, that you will say, thank God for all the years that I was alone. Thank God for everything, because now I don't have to work anything out between me and this person. Everything's already worked out. It's sort of like you get, when you buy furniture and it looks nice in the store, but then you come home and you have to put it all together. It really, it's really exhausting. Or if you buy already set furniture, already put together, that's how twin flame reunion feels like. Everything's already put together. You don't have to say a word for them to please you. You don't have to say a word for them to care about you, to show you, to tell you they love you, to show you they love you, to finish each other's sentences, to finish each other's thoughts, to finish each other's sensual desires and everything. Everything will just be like you are uh, talking to yourself, but in the opposite form, in the opposite gender. And at the same time, not talking to yourself, because you will not feel lonely in this. You will feel like you have exact counterpart to to feel in your, you've been missing in life. They will be there for you, 100%, 110%. So please look forward to your reunion. Don't anxiously await your reunion. Don't stop being so darn nervous about it and anxious and um, uneasy about it, because I understand you will say, well, I had enough patience. I know, I've been through that same way. And sometimes, God knows, it was so hard. May Allah forgive me. It was so hard, astaghfirullah, to wait anymore. But please try your best to be in a good cheer, because what's awaiting for you is so amazing. Just work on yourself and then it will be paid off. Trust me, it will pay back. It will be paid for you. You will be so happy in your reunion that you will not believe it. You will have to pinch yourself very, very often and say, is this dream? Is this really possible that relationship like this can exist? Such a great connection. It's not, it's out of this world connection, really. And you don't have to say that again. Once your twin awakens on their own and manifests, it will not be believable for you to say, how come I don't have to tell anything, absolutely anything about twin flames to this person? They get it. Organically, they get it. And they're fulfilling every single thought and need of my own. And oh yeah, and the most importantly, the spiritual connection with source. So amazing when you reunite with your twin. They love the source so much. My manifested twin, he loves the source. He loves Allah so much. Is that how I recognize him? I mean, that he's manifesting my twin by bringing me the answers to the questions that I had to the source, and manifested the supplications and prayers, duas in Arabic. They're called duas, to my source, to Allah, for what my twin should awaken, and how he should be, and how he should love the source himself. And then now my manifested twin is absolutely just perfect partner for worship, of the source. And whatever your spiritual orientation is, your twin is going to match it completely and amaze you with how much together you can enjoy your worship and your spiritual uplifting. And it's like a total nirvana the whole time. Like, you will not believe that one person can be so spiritual at the same time, so sensual with you at the same time, so emotional with you at the same time, so intellectually connected with you at the same time. It's mind blowing. So trust me, just stick in there and wait. Not wait on your, but do something about your energy, and every day work something on yourself. And once you're ready, your twin will manifest overnight. It will happen overnight. It really does. I mean, when others talked about that in their videos, I was like a little bit skeptical about that. But it happens as a surprise. So wait for your surprise. Love you guys, and keep keep it up. Keep it up. You're doing a great job. Subscribe, like, whatever. Tomorrow is a new day. I have probably new stuff will happen, I'll keep you posted. Okay, love you guys. God bless. And again, happy and blessed Ramadan. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you.